When we think of narcissists, what comes to mind are people with grandiose pretensions who believe the world revolves around them. They usually radiate confidence, and many people succumb to their superficial charm. However, in truth, the reality is the opposite. Narcissists have a very fragile ego that bursts like a delicate soap bubble if anyone challenges them in any way. If you question them, their ego is mortally wounded, resulting in a narcissistic injury. A narcissistic injury can be triggered by many different things, from something as seemingly insignificant as not being paid attention to or not having one's expectations met, to more serious and direct rejections or criticisms. These can include a colleague getting promoted instead of them, or a family member refusing to do something they want. A narcissistic injury can cause the narcissist to feel threatened, insecure, or even paranoid. They may become overly defensive and aggressive. It is also likely that they will lash out at the person who they perceive to have caused the injury. Narcissists perceive contradictions or criticism as an existential threat. The confident persona they present to the world is only skin deep. They live in constant fear that their mask will slip, exposing their true nature to the world. The narcissistic injury they feel when threatened is excruciating. It also explains why their reactions are so extreme. As far as they are concerned, they are fighting for their life. In order to protect themselves, they unleash a barrage of narcissistic rage in a bid to intimidate their opponent into submission. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders of the American Psychiatric Association gives a very succinct and clear description of the mechanics of a narcissist sustaining a narcissistic injury and their resulting behavior. Vulnerability in self-esteem makes individuals with narcissistic personality disorder very sensitive to injury from criticism or defeat. Although they may not show it outwardly, criticism may haunt these individuals and leave them feeling humiliated, degraded, hollow, and empty. They may react with disdain, rage, or defiant counterattack. The impact of this behavior is extremely damaging, both at work and within the home. Victims end up terrified, walking on eggshells, and afraid of saying or doing the wrong thing. Can a narcissistic injury be healed? The short answer is yes, a narcissistic injury can be healed. However, it will take time, patience, and effort. The narcissist will need to learn to trust again and to let down their guard. They will also need to work on their self-esteem and learn to love themselves. This is not an easy task, but it is possible. That said, it is important to keep in mind the fact that narcissists often do not think they need to change. As such, they may not be willing to put in the work necessary to heal their narcissistic wound. If this is the case, then you need to safeguard yourself. Set strong boundaries and enforce them, lean on your support network for help, and seriously consider whether it would be best to walk away from the relationship. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.